praises and glory and honor to. Say Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Kakadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, the Son of the Son, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. Those are the true names of the ancient covenant Hebrew, Rosh Hashanah, all the time. And welcome to the elders, Ma'akim, Ma'akwaf, and I say Shalom. Here again on the highways and hedges, the sheep place of concourse on this September the 6th, 2024. And to watch how about you now, chat. As always, for giving us a chance to come out here and do so. Lifting up the days and chat. Welcome to the elders, Ma'akwaf, and I say Shalom. Back out here again for the second time on this Friday afternoon, September the 6th, 2024. And Wadi Havash now chat as always for giving us an increase of opportunity chance to come out and do so. And lifting up the names of how I chat. And this is in the book of Salakia. Into that Revelation 13 verse 16. As we getting further closer and closer, to the central digital bank currency of this cash society. In order to buy or sell, this is what they're pushing for. Revelation 13 verse 16, and it calls them all, both small and great, worship all for a bond to receive a karagma in their right hand or in their FOREHEDS. Right, so in order to buy or sell, this is what they're pushing for. This cash society, this central digital bank currency, in order to buy or sell, this is what they're pushing for, Revelation 13. So even if you're upper class and lower class of the economic spectrum, this is what they're pushing for. So I'm reading it again. This is Revelation 13, verse 16. And it calls them all, both small and great, rich or poor, free or bond, to receive a karagma in their right hand or in their FOREHEDS. Revelation 13, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he have the karagma, which is the MARK, or the name of the BEAST, or the number of his name. Right, so in order to buy or sell, you got to have that RFID and the CHIP in order to buy or sell. But it's very soon cast in society. So I believe you have the BRICS, the BRICS, they formed in 2015 all the way into now, because you have Algeria and Turkey. Those countries, they recently, I believe they applied for application to join the BRICS nations to be part of the economical forum that they're pushing, So they're going to continue to do that to overthrow the American dollar and the euro dollar as well, too, mostly primarily the American dollar. And this is what they're pushing for of this cashless society. And I believe they come up with their own form of currency. What this gold currency, which is going to be the pushing of this new form of currency, because gold and silver and rubies, that's going to be the new form of currency, because everything is going to be cashless society. The digital dollar, the digital banking, the digital wallet, digital currency. But this is going to be a new form of currency in order to buy or sell. All the nations, all the nations of the planet Earth is going to turn away from the American dollar and from the paper dollar, and from their own paper dollar currency, where they form with this currency, which is digital dollar and digital. And this is what they're pushing for. This is going to be a new form of way of order to buy or sell the transactions, the RFID and the CHIP. And this is Revelation 13, verse 18. It says, "Here is wisdom. Let him have understanding. Count the number of the BEAST, for it is the number of a man. His number is SIX 300 scored SIX." And this is Revelation Salakia. This is Revelation 14, verse 9. And the third angel following, saying with that loud voice, "Any man worship the BEAST of his image, and receive the karagma in his name." So if you take that RFID and the CHIP, it's going to be a penalty for that, as I read the next verse. This is Revelation 14, verse 10. "The same shall drink the wine of wrath of Yahweh, which poured without mixture. And his cup and his indignation shall be torn with a fire and brimstone, and the fire of brimstone and the fire Salakia." Revelation 14, verse 10. It says, "The same shall drink the wine of wrath of Yahweh, which poured without mixture. This cup and his indignation, he shall be torn with a fire and brimstone, in the presence of holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb of God." Revelation 14, verse 11. It says, in the smoke of the atonement, the sin of every they have made, it says they have arrested on journey worship and whosoever receiveth the provision in his name. And this is Revelation 3 verse 10. Revelation 3 verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep thee from the application. Right, so all of these words of patience, words of the application. And that's what it implementation of the law of the Revelation 18 verse 2. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is become a habitation for deceivers, and they hold every foul spirit, and occasion every unclean HATV, every other bird. Right, we see the downfall of Babylon the great. What it promotes of unrighteous decrees and unrighteousness still to this day. What's the nation's been following the ways of Babylon, and what it promotes of unrighteous decrees, like it says in Isaiah 10 verse 1. This is Revelation 18 verse 3. It says, for all the nations have drunk the wine and ripe for fornication, Christ to this day. And the kings of the earth will have committed fornication with her, and the mercies of the earth are waxed rich through the abundances of her delicacies. This is Revelation 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partaken of her sins, and receive none of her plagues. Right, so an angel of a chariot speaking tells the children of Israel, they'll come out of the ways of Babylon, and be not partaken of her sins, receive none of her plagues. So coming back to the righteous path and the righteous ways inside of Heavenly Father, the Israelites, which pertains to us, the Israelites. So mentally and spiritually, we got to come out of the ways of Babylon, and mentally and spiritually come back into the righteous path and the righteous ways inside of Heavenly Father, and being His chosen people. Come back to our heritage and our culture and our customs, our language. Choose the righteous path and the righteous ways inside of Heavenly Father, and come out of the ways of Babylon mentally and spiritually. Revelation 18 verse 5. For her sins have reached to heavens, and Yahweh has remembered her iniquities. Right, for her sins have reached to heavens, and the heavenly Father Yahweh has remembered her iniquities still to this day. Revelation 18 verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. Double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she had filled to her double. Revelation 18 verse 7. How much she had glorified herself and lived illicitly. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she sit in her heart like to that queen, I in a widow, and shall see no sorrow. Right, for Babylon the Great. Revelation 18 verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, and famine. And she shall be utterly burnt with fire for strong Yahweh thy power to judge her. Revelation 18 verse 9. It says, and the kings of the earth will have committed fornication for her live illicitly. Shall bewail her and lament for her, and shall see the smoke of the burning. Revelation 18 verse 10. Standing afar off the spirit of torment, saying, at last, that great city Babylon, for in 1 hour thy mighty, it says, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment come. Revelation 18 verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Revelation 18 verse 12. And the merchandise of gold and silver, and the precious stones and pearls, and fine linen, and purple and silk, and scarlet, all by wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, most vessels and most precious woods, and brass, and iron, and marble. And this is Revelation 18 verse 13. It reads, it says, and the cinnamon, and the odors, and ointments, and fragrance, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. And this is Revelation 18 verse 14. And the fruit of thy lusts after all depart from thee, and all the things which were dainty and goodly, and depart from thee, and thou shalt find no more at all slaughter. This is Revelation 18 verse 15. And the merchant of these things which were made rich by her standing afar off, for the fear of her torment, saying, weeping and wailing. And this is Revelation 18 verse 16. And saying, at last, Salaki, that great city Babylon, it says, that was cloaked in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold, and precious stones, and pearls. Revelation 18 verse 17. For in 1 hour so great riches come to naught, and every shipmaster all accompanying ships and sailors, as many as trade by seas to the far off. And this is Revelation 18 verse 18. And they cried when they saw the smoke of the burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? Revelation 18 verse 19. And it reads, they cast dust on their heads, and crying, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city, which was made rich in all the ships in the seas, and by reason for her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate. Right, Babylon the Great. Revelations 18 verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heavens, ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh has avenged you on earth. Revelations 18 verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus will bonds to that great city Babylon and all down shall be found before all. This is Revelations 18 verse 22. And the voice of the harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all thee, and no craftsman, whoever crafty be, shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of the millstone shall be heard no more at all thee. Revelations 18 verse 23. And the light of the candle shall be shining no more in all thee, and the voice of the bridegrooms and all the brides shall be heard no more in all of thee. For thy mercies was all great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Revelations 18 verse 24. And her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints, and all that were slain upon the earth. Right, so that's why we're seeing the downfall of Babylon. Babylon the Great will ought to be destroyed for the 1 hour digestion comes by itself. This is the prophet Jeremiah. Jeremiah 51 verse 1. It says, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, against them that dwell in the midst of them that raise up against me, and destroy wind. And this is the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 20 reads, and I will send unto Babylon's famine that shall famish her into your land, for the day of trouble shall be against her round about. Jeremiah 51 verse 3, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures, and against him that bendeth the archman his bow, right, those arrows, those missiles, and against him that lifteth himself up in his rising. Spare he not her young men, destroy he utter all her hosts. And this is the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 4. It says, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust in her streets. And this is the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 5. But Israel has not been forsaken, and Judah of his power and power of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 6. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon, and never have been sold. Be not cut off of her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance, he will render unto her a recompense. Right, render unto her a recompense of Babylon the Great. And this is Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Babylon has been devoted company, Yahweh saying, since this day, have made all the earth drunken, right, the nations of the earth. It says to this day, because this is modern day Tower of Babel, this is modern day Babylon. They have drunk all the wine, and there were what nations who are mad. Jeremiah 51 verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fall, destroyed out of her pain. It says, and so that she may be healed. Right, so that's what Babylon the Great. Jeremiah 51 verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, let us go at once his own country, for her judgment reaches the heavens, and is lifted up into the skies. Jeremiah 51 verse 10. It says, the power of Yahweh has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare into Zion the works of Yahweh our power. And this is Jeremiah 51 verse 11. Make right the arrows, right, those missiles, and guided the shields, and Yahweh has raised up the spirit of kings and Medes, which is the Russians against Babylon, of Isaiah 13 verse 17. But his device against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh vengeance of his temple. Right, the temple are his people, the Israelites. Jeremiah 51 verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make watch strong, set up the watch, prepare the ambushes for Yahweh, both the wise and done that which is fake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Jeremiah 51 verse 13. Hold out and dwell upon many waters upon the church thy enemies come, and avenge not thy covetousness. Jeremiah 51 verse 14. In the power of Yahweh of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillar they shall lift up a shadow against thee. And this is the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 15. It reads, he hath made the earth by his power, he hath established the world by his wisdom, and he hath stretched out the heavens by his understanding. Right, the understanding of the righteous wisdom and of the righteous creation of the bounds of the heavenly Father power. Jeremiah 51 verse 16. When he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh light with rain, he bringeth forth the winds out of his treasure. Jeremiah 51 verse 17. Every man is bruised by his knowledge, and every fountain is confounded by the breaking. Like Psalms 96 verse 5. But it's also against his falsehood, there is no breath in it. Jeremiah 51 verse 18, and it reads, it says, they are vanity and the works of ever, and in time of visitation they shall perish. This is prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 19. Yep, Jeremiah 51 verse 19 reads, the portion of Jacob is not like him, for he is the form of all things, and Israel is a rod of his inheritance, and Yahweh of hosts is his name. Jeremiah 51 verse 20, and it reads again. It says, "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. With thee I will break the pieces of nations, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms." Right, so the Heavenly Father, he's a man of war. Exodus 15 verse 3. Jeremiah 51 verse 21. "And with thee I will break in pieces the horse and his rider. With thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider." Jeremiah 51 verse 22, and it reads, it says, "With thee I will also break in pieces the man and woman. With thee I will break in pieces the old and young. With thee I will break in pieces the ship, the pieces of the young man and the maid." Jeremiah 51 verse 24. It says, "I will also break in pieces the shepherd and his flock. With thee I will also break in pieces the husband and his jokes and oxen. With thee I will break in pieces the Jeremiah 51 verse 24, "I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea, and all the evil had they done to Zion in your sight, saith Yahweh." Prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 25, "Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth, right still to this day. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and I will roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain." And this is the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 26, and it reads, "And they shall not take up thee a stone, nor for a stone, nor a stone from the foundations, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith Yahweh." Jeremiah 51 verse 27, "Set up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, calls together against her the kings of Midian and Ashdod, and point the captain against her, calls the horses to come up as they were cavalry." This Jeremiah 51 verse 28, it says, "Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, and the captains thereof, all the rulers thereof, all the lands in its domain." The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 29, "And the land shall tremble and sorrow for every purpose of Yahweh shall be formed against Babylon, to make the land Babylon a desolation without habitation." And this is the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 30. It says, "Mighty men of Babylon were born to fight, they have become whole, and mighty has failed, and have become as women, and they have burned her dwelling places, and our bars broken up." Now, if we can switch up the topic and get into that Ecclesiasticus, the 3rd chapter. But we definitely going to continue to see the downfall of Babylon the Great. That's why I would say, "Woe be unto Babylon." Like it says in 2 Edges 16 verse 1. And this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 1. "To everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose in heaven." Right, for there's a time season for every purpose in heaven. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 2. It says, "A time to be born, and a time to be eat, and a time to plant, and a time to pluck up the wishes plant." And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 3. "And a time to kill, and a time to heal, and a time to break down, and a time to build up." This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 4. "A time to weep, and a time to laugh, and a time to mourn, and a time to dance." Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 5. And a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, and a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 6. "And a time to get, and a time to lose, and a time to keep, and a time to pass away." And this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 7. "And a time to bring, and a time to sow, and a time to decide, and a time to speak." Watch the rhythm and the time speaking of this war, evil, and essence, and all these biblical signs and prophecies that we see in our war today. So that's what we're speaking about. Sounding alarm on something, prophesying these great countries and great kingdoms of increasing war, evil, and essence. That's what we are in those times. Ecclesiasticus 3 verse 8. "And a time to love, and a time to HATE, and a time to war, and a time to peace." Kind. And this is Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 9. Yeah, it says, "The thing that has been is that what should be, and that which is done, that what should be done, there is no new thing in the sun." Right, so there's no new thing in the sun. And this is Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 10. It said, "Is there anything wherefore you may be said, see, this is new, and having happened all the whole time, which was before us, when our forefathers, when they was on the scene, that was happening during their times. Now this is taking place in modern times. So this happened already the whole time before us." Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 11. "There is like a remnant of things. Neither shall be any remembrance of things that are to come, that shall come after." And this is Prophet Joel. Prophet Joel chapter 3 verse 20. It says, "For behold, in those days and that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem by the Israelites." Joel chapter 3 verse 2. "And I will gather all nations and bring them down to the bounds of Jehoshaphat, which is the house of God. And I will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, and when they have scattered among the nations and part of the land, or shall they part of every flock of friends till this day." It says, Jerusalem should be tried down to the Gentiles be fulfilled. We see that still to this day. We see that in progress. So they have the part of his land and scattered his people as well too. So the Heavenly Father is pleading with them for his people, for his heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of his land as well too. The prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 3, it says, "They had cast lots upon my people," right? The Heavenly Father's people, the Israelites, which is us. "They have given a boy for the harlot, so the worth of wine that they might drink," right? Musket wine of the Israelite being a woman. So the Heavenly Father had forgot about that. This is Joel 3, verse 4. "Yea, would have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon," right? Those Hamitic nations, the coast of Palestine of the Ishmaelites. "Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will turn your recompense upon your own head," right? Recompense upon their own head. And what they did to the children of Israel still to this day. Joel chapter 3, verse 5. The prophet Joel 3, verse 5, it reads, "Because you had taken my silver and my gold and carried me into your temple, my deadly precious things, like the Heavenly Father's people, the apple of the Heavenly Father's eye, the Israelites, so our forefathers." Joel chapter 3, verse 6, "The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border," right? Still to this day, because the Grecians, those are the Edomites. Joel chapter 3, verse 7, and it reads, "Behold, I will raise them up out of the place you had sold them. I will turn your recompense upon your own head," right? So ultimately, that recompense is definitely come upon their own head, times double, rightfully so. And what they did to the children of Israel, and still to this day, a mock attached to one too. Prophet Joel chapter 3, verse 8, it says, "Now I sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah. They shall sell them to the Samaritans," those people over there in Yemen. So these Edomites, they're going to be in the hands of the children of Judah and serve as slaves and handmaids, just like they did to our forefathers. That's going to happen towards end times, double, rightfully so. "And they shall sell them to the Samaritans," those people over there in Yemen, the Yemenites. So people fall off from Yahweh has spoken. And this is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. It reads, it says, "Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near and let them come up." Right, that's why we're seeing Iran versus Israel heating up. Hey, we're seeing over there in the Red Sea, the Houthi rebels, which is an Iran-backed group, going against the Houthi rebels. Going against the Israeli Defense Force in the United States over there as well too. And the cross-border escalations between Lebanon and Israel, called Iranians versus the Israeli Defense Force. And you got the pro-Iranian groups and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps going against the Israeli Defense Force. So cross-border conflicts throughout that region is heating up over there in that area, especially the most primary one of Iran versus Israel. So that's only going to continue to heat up, And especially what's taking place down there in the South China Sea, China versus Taiwan, and China getting very closer and closer now, so more than ever, to invading Taiwan. So the United States, they're going to have to get involved in that as well too. And the disputed territory islands in China versus the Philippines, that's hitting up. The United States is going to have to get involved in that as well too. That Russia-Ukraine situation in the United States, they involved in that as well too. I believe it was a recent news article that just came out that the United States going to add an additional $150 billion in military aid assistance to Ukraine, while the Russia-Ukraine situation is intensifying. So Russia versus the United States, that's heating up. Russia and Belarus together going against NATO, that's heating up as well too. So these are prime examples of Joel 3 verse 9, that the Heavenly Father is putting that warlike mindset of these armies of nations. He's waking up the mighty men of all these nations and letting all the men of war draw near and let them come up. And that's what's heating up over there in Valley Jehoshaphat of Yahweh of Western Asia. That's why the Heavenly Father is pleading with them for his people, for his heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of his land as well too. Because there's a controversy into Zion. A second war passed, behold, third war coming quickly. Armageddon, Armageddon. Wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And this is out of Prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. It reads, it says, "Beat your plowshares and swords and thunders into spears. And let the weak stand strong." Right, so let the weak stand strong. That's what we're seeing of these armies of nations are in that nuclear capability, increasing and upgrading them. And now we're starting to see the armies of the nations, they are confident, Because at first you wouldn't expect these nations to have that, good solid military compatibility and building up their nuclear arsenal and building up their armies. You wouldn't expect that a few years back and for generations on back. Now these modern day times, now we're starting to see let the weak stand strong with these armies of these other nations. Joel chapter 3 verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. Gather yourselves together round about this, cause thy mighty ones to come down on you out. Right, so the mighty ones and the fathers put in a warlike mindset and waking up these armies of nations as he slowly but surely gathering the nations over there, to cause thy mighty ones to come down on you out. Joel 3 verse 12, let the heathen be awakened and come up into the God of Jehoshaphat when they're opposite and judge all the heathen round about. Right, so the Heavenly Father is going to wake up the heathen of the armies of the nations, put that warlike mindset as he's gathering the nations up over there. And he's going to slowly but surely gather them over there. He's going to judge them round about, rightfully so. Joel chapter 3 and verse 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe, come ye down, for the press is full, and the fast overflow, for their wickedness is great. And this is the prophet Joel 3 and verse 14. The multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near the valley of decision. Right, so the day of the Heavenly Father is getting closer and nearer to the valley of decision, valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat. Armageddon, Armageddon 1. Joel chapter 3 and verse 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkening, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And this is the prophet Joel chapter 3 verse 16. And Yahweh shall also roar out to Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake, but Yahweh will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel, right? The Israelites of his people, from our forefathers and ancestors all the way down to us. And that makes us the Israelites. Joel 3 verse 17. So shall you know that I am Yahweh, your power, dwelling at Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and then shall no strangers pass over anymore. And this is the prophet Joel chapter 3 verse 18. And it shall come to pass that the mountain shall drop down in new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters. And the fountain shall come forth out the house of power, and shall water the valleys of Shittim. And this is the prophet Joel chapter 3 verse 19. It says, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness, but abides against the children of Judah, because they had shed innocent blood in their land. It's Joel 3 verse 20. But Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem, but generations and generations. Joel chapter 3 verse 21. For I will cleanse their blood that I have been cleansed. For there Yahweh dwelling into Zion. Right, so the Heavenly Father, he's on the dwelling into Zion. Now I'm going to get into that Ezekiel, Salakia. Got Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. As we see in the Russia-Ukraine situation is heating up as well too. This is Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 1. The word of Yahweh came unto me saying, Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against God and Magog, the chief prince of Meshach, Tubal, and prophesy against him. I said we're prophesying to God and Magog, the chief prince of Meshach, Tubal, in multiple times. Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 4, it says, and thus saith Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach, Tubal. Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 4, it says, and I will turn thee back. And it says, and I will turn thee back and put plates into thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth with all thy army force of horsemen. All of them forth with all sorts of armor, and they break up the broken shields, all of them with swords. Right, so the modern day sword is, the Heavenly Father's going to continue to put that some back to these jaws and these Russians. So be in that warlike mindset. And this is Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 5. It says, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with all of them with shield of him. Right, so we're going to continue to see these, as of lately, we've been seeing Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya. All of these three nations are going to be fully equipped with armor, shield of him. As you've been seeing, Russia recently met these nations. They did military exercise drills. They've been continuing building up their military cooperation with these nations as well too. And these are the nations that they're going to be in regard unto, and then they're going to be targeting the Israel Defense Force over there in Western Asia. What we see in nuclear escalations and tensions are heating up over there in the area throughout the whole region of Western Asia. This is especially, as I mentioned before, Iran versus Israel is heating up, and the pro-Iranian groups versus the Israel Defense Force as well too. So you're going to have Russia, you're going to have Syria, you're going to have all the proxy of the pro-Iranian, the Revolutionary Guard Corps, and the Dragons of Arabia. They all going to team up together going against the Israel Defense Force, and that's what we're seeing in progress as we're speaking. Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 6, it says, Gomer and all his men is the house of Togarmah, and of the north quarters and all his men is many people with me. Right, so you got the Turkish armies against the Kurdistan armies of that as well too. As you've been seeing the latest news articles of the Turkish armies going against the Kurdistan armies of clashes over there throughout Iraq and Syria, it's been heating up. But definitely for sure, Russia is going to be a guard onto Turkey as well too. Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 7. It says, "Be thou prepared, prepare for thyself and all thy companies that are assembled unto thee. Be thou a guard unto them." Right. So Russia is going to be a guard to these nations: Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey, which is heating up over there in Western Asia. Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 8. After many days thou shalt be taken in the latter years. Thou shalt come back in the land that is brought back from the sword. It is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought back out of the nations which have they will safely fall them. And this is Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 9. And thou shalt ascend and come up like a storm, thou shalt be like a cloud to cover land, thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. And this is the prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 10, and it reads, "Thus saith Yahweh thy power, and it shall also come to pass, that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think they will walk." And this is the prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 11, it reads, "And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, and I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely of all of them, dwelling without walls, having neither bars nor gates." And this is the prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 12, and it reads through the Holy Scriptures, "To take a spoil, to take a prey, to turn our hand upon the desolate places that are now upon the inhabitants, upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which I have gathered cattle and wood, and dwell in the midst of the land." Ezekiel 38 verse 8, Ezekiel 38 verse 13. "Sheba to dead and mercy to Tarsus, all them running to say unto thee, all thou come to take a spoil, hence I gathered thy company to take a prey, to carry away silver and gold, and take away cattle and wood, and take away a great spoil." This is the prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 14. "Therefore, son of man, prophesy and say unto God, thus saith Yahweh thy power, in that day when my people of Israel, right, the real Israelites to us, from our forefathers and ancestors all went to us, that well safely thou shalt know it." Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 15. "And thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all them marching upon horses in a great company, and a mighty army." Ezekiel 38 verse 16. It says, "And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to come to land. It shall be in the latter days that I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall be sanctified in thee, O God, before their eyes." Ezekiel 38 verse 17. "Thus saith Yahweh thy power, art thou through whom I have spoken the old time by my servants and prophets, by of our forefathers in ancient times, the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days and many years, that I will bring thee against them." The prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 18. "And it shall come to pass at the same time when God shall come up against the land of Israel, saith Yahweh, that my fury shall come upon my face." And this is of the prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 19. It says, "For my jealousy and the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shame in the land of Israel." Ezekiel 38 verse 20. "So that the beasts of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the earth, and all that are upon the face of the earth shall shake in my presence." It says, "And the mountain shall be thrown down, and the steps shall fall, and all the walls shall fall to the ground." This is Ezekiel 38 verse 21. It says, "I will call for the sword, and they send it up on my mountain. It said, I will, and every man's sword shall be against his brother." Ezekiel 38 verse 20. Ezekiel 38 verse 22. It says, "I will plead against him with the presence of blood, and I will rain upon him, and upon the fans upon the people that are upon rain with hailstones and fire and brimstone." This is prophet Ezekiel 38 verse 23. "Thus I will magnify and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations. They shall know that I am Yahweh thy power." And this is out of prophet Ezekiel 39 verse 1. "Therefore, son of man, prophesy against God," which we're doing right now. And he's saying, "Thus saith Yahweh, Lord, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal." Right, these multiple times have fought against the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Ezekiel 39 verse 2. "And I will turn back and leave but the sixth part of thee. And I will cause thee to come up from the north parts, and I will bring thee upon the mountain of Israel." And this is the prophet Ezekiel 39 verse 3. "I will smite thy bow at thy left hand, and I will cause thy arrows to fly at thy right hand." And this is the prophet Isaiah 13 verse 17. The prophet Isaiah 13 verse 17. And it reads, it says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, they shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not divide in it." Right, so the Father going to continue to stir up the Medes against Babylon, especially America versus Russia. That's all going to continue to increase. And as for gold and silver, they shall not divide in it. And this is the prophet Isaiah 17 verse 1. It says, the burden of Damascus. Behold, Damascus is taken away from the city. That shall be its royal heat, which is over there, Damascus, over there in the Middle East. As we see, the ongoing clashes are heating up between the Israel Defense Force and the Syrian army. That's why he's having the Israel Defense Force, using airstrikes over there in the area still to this day. So the clashes are going to continue to heat up. That's why it's a war zone torn country over there in the area of Isaiah 17 verse 1 of Damascus of Syria. And this is the prophet Jeremiah. Yeah, this is prophet Jeremiah 51 and verse 46. And these shall have fish, be a year for the woman that shall hurt in the land. And a woman shall come of 1 year, and after that another year shall come a woman, rise and land rule against ruler. Right, so rise and land rule against ruler. We see this in our modern times, just like in Jeremiah's times, the prophets of old times. Rise and land rule against ruler. And we see this in modern times as well too. But like Scripture says, Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 9, there's no new thing in the sun. And this is prophet Jeremiah 28 verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before thee and before the old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and a pestilence. Right, so we're prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and a pestilence. That's what we're seeing in our world today. Of these increasing of these war, evil, and a pestilence. It's only going to continue to increase. And this is Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 8. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 8. And in times of love, and in time of HATE, and in time of war, and in time of peace. Right, so we're definitely going to see the increasing of the time of war, like wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. The time of HATE, all of lawlessness and iniquity is only going to ramp up as well too. So I'm going to get into that Amos 8 verse 11. So that's what we're out here continue to do on the highways and hedges, chief best concourse, prophesy against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence to the best of our ability. This is Amos 8 verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst of water, but the hearing of the words of Heavenly Father Yahweh. Right, that's what we're hearing, the increasing of the famine of word for lack of bread, for lack of water, but the hearing of the words of Heavenly Father Yahweh. Amos 8 verse 12. They shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. Many shall run to and fro, try to seek the words of Heavenly Father Yahweh shall not find them. Right, so many going to run to and fro in these last days, trying to seek the words of Heavenly Father Yahweh shall not find them. Amos 8 verse 13. In that day shall fair verses young men fair for thirst. And this is the prophet Daniel. Yeah, this is the prophet Daniel 12 verse 1. It says, at that time shall Michael stand like a great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, like the Israelites. And there should be a time of trouble as we're approaching those times, such as never was since there was a nation. Even to the same time, and at that time, thy people should be delivered. Everyone should be found free. Daniel 12 verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall await to everlasting life. Sun shall shine. They that fly shall shine as bright as the firmament. They that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. And this is the prophet Daniel 12 verse 4, slip of the tongue of words. Prophet Daniel 12 verse 40 reads, but thou ordained shalt the words and seal the book. Even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Right, so many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased in these last days. And definitely, Michael the Archangel will have to stand up for the children of thy people in these modern times, just like he did in ancient times. This is prophet Jeremiah 30 verse 1. It says, the word that came to Jeremiah from Yahweh saying, Jeremiah 30 verse 2, thus speaking the words of Yahweh of Israel, saying, write all these words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. This is the prophet Jeremiah 30 verse 3. For lo, the days come, said Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. And Judah said, Yahweh, I will cause them to return to the land which I give to that false and they shall possess it. Right, because the real Israelites, once the kingdom of the Heavenly Father be established, they're going to be going back home, Because once the Israelites get back to rulership, once the Israelites get back home, Jerusalem, even though Jerusalem been people before as a place, is once the Israelites get back in rulership, once the righteousness is being established by the Heavenly Father, because all the nations is not going to learn wars anymore, Because those people that's claiming to be us, it's wars going on over there. So those are not the people of the book. Those are not the ancient Israelites from their forefathers. And those are not the modern Israelites. Because our forefathers, they was the ancient Israelites, and we are the Israelites of modern today. That's why it says in Zechariah 9 and verse 6, it says a small habit should dwell in man-child. And this is, so those are not the people over there in the book. I mean, those are not the people over there in the land, This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 3, Salaki. It says, for the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel and Judah, saith Yahweh. And I will cause them to return to the land which I get to their fathers, and they shall possess it. Right, so we're going to be going back home, and we're going to be, once the kingdom of the Heavenly Father be established, the real Israelites is going to be going back home. And everything is going to be fully restored into righteousness like how it's supposed to be. This is Jeremiah 11 verse 4. And these are the words that Yahweh spake concerning Israel, concerning Judah. Jeremiah 11 verse 5. But thus said Yahweh, we had heard a voice of trembling and fear, not peace. Jeremiah 11 verse 6. Ask ye now, see whether a man that travail a child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman travail on her face outside her bellies. And this is prophet Jeremiah 12 verse 7. It says, at last for that day is great, so long as life. It is even the time of your trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Auto and rock side that will be saved during the time of your trouble once it comes into full effect. Yep, Auto and rock side. And this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 1. That will stand upon my watch and stand upon the tower. That will watch to see what I shall answer unto me, when I shall answer I will prove. And this is Habakkuk 2 and verse 2. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make a plan upon the table, and he may run and read it. Habakkuk 2 and verse 3, for the vision is yet from the point of time. But the men shall speak, and I will tell you, wait for it, because you shall come and I tell you. Right, he said these increasing prophecies. That's why I'm going to pass and fulfill this increasing abilities. Now, for the switch up the spirit and get into that Proverbs, the 3rd chapter. Yep, this is Proverbs 3 and verse 1. It says, my son, forget not my law, but let Proverbs 3 and verse 1. Proverbs 3 and verse 1, it says, my son, forget not my law, but let thy heart keep my commandments, like the commandments of the Heavenly Father. Because, like it says in the book of Ruth 4 verse 1, the law, statutes, and commandments still stands to this day. But, the book of Malachi 3 verse 6, the Heavenly Father can change not, but he still remains the same. This is Proverbs 3 verse 2. It says, for the length of days and long life, he shall add to thee. Right, so we trust in the ways of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. So potentially, I will rock something. For the length of days and long life, he shall add to thee. That pertains to the children of Israel. And this is Proverbs 3 verse 3. It says, let not mercy and truth and safety bind them about thy neck and write them upon the table of thy heart and write your heart and your mind. Proverbs 3 verse 4. So shall they find favor and good understanding in the sight of Yahweh and men. Right, so trust in the ways of the Heavenly Father, so we should be a good sight in the Heavenly Father Yahweh in the sight of man as well too. This is Proverbs 3 verse 5, and it reads, trust in Yahweh with all thy heart and lean not to thy understanding. Right, because your heart and your mind. So we got to trust in the ways of the Heavenly Father and lean not to thy understanding. Proverbs 3 verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, he shall direct our paths. So the more we acknowledge the Heavenly Father, he shall direct our paths towards the ways of righteousness. Proverbs 3 verse 7, and it reads, be not wise in our own eyes, for Yahweh, and depart from evil. Christ and the Heavenly Father want us to depart from evil to the best of our ability and seeking the ways of righteousness. It says, be not wise in our own eyes, for Yahweh, thy power, and depart from evil. This is Proverbs 3 verse 8. This shall help to thy neighbor and nourish thy bones. And this is verse 9. Honor Yahweh with all thy substance and all thy first fruits and all thy increase. And this is Proverbs 3 verse 10, and it reads, so shall thy bonds be filled with plenty, and thy precious wine. This verse 11, my son, despise not the chastisement of Yahweh, neither be weary of his correction. Right, so never Father chastise those who are for us to return back to the ways of righteousness to the best of our ability. Proverbs 3 verse 12, for whom Yahweh loveth, he correct. He's as a father and son whom he delight. This verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Right, Israelite man. Verse 14. For the merchandise of it is silver, and the gain thereof is fine gold. Verse 15. she is more precious by the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of her Father. She is more precious she is precious more rubies than all the things that are pen desire. I been not prepared to her. Verse 16, the length of days in her right hand and her left hand is riches and honor. And this is Proverbs 3, verse 17. It reads to the Holy Scriptures. It says, her ways are ways of plenteousness, and all her paths are peace. Right, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Heavenly Father. Verse 18, she is the tree of life to them that lay hold upon her. Everyone happens to one that return from her. Verse 19, that how by wisdom have you found the earth. By understanding have we established the heavens. Verse 20, by his wisdom the depths aren't broken up. The clouds don't drop down to dew. This is Proverbs 3, verse 21. My son, let not them depart from thy eyes and keep sound wisdom and discretion. Right, so, we being Yahshua the principal, so we got to keep sound wisdom and discretion. Proverbs 3, verse 22. So shall that life be unto thy soul and grace to thy name. This is Proverbs 3, verse 23. Then thou shalt walk in the way of safety, and thy foot shall not stumble. Verse 24. When thou layest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, thy sleep shall be sweet. And this is Proverbs 3, verse 25. It says, be not afraid of such fear when the desolation will come. When the wicked will come, and my sins Proverbs 3, verse 26. For the house shall be thy confidence, shall keep thy foot from being taken. Proverbs 3, verse 27. Withhold not good from enemies, for whom enemies the power when it takes the power of thy hand to do it. Verse 28. Say not unto thy neighbor, and go come again, tomorrow when I give thee, as it by thee. This is Proverbs 3, verse 29. Devise not evil against thy neighbor, stand either dwell securely by thee. This is Proverbs 3, verse 30. It says, strive not with a man without cause, if he hath done no harm. And this is Proverbs 3, verse 31. Anything not for our oppressor, teach on his ways. Why so choose the ways of heaven Father, and not choose the ways of our oppressor. Proverbs 3, verse 32. Flower is an abomination to the hour in his house, but his secret was righteous. Proverbs 3, verse 22. The person of the house is in the house of wicked, the person having verse 34. Proverbs 3, verse 34. Till he stormy, but he gives grace unto the Lord. Proverbs 3, verse 35. The wise shall have glory, but shame shall be the most of these. And this is the book of 2 Chronicles. Chapter 2 Chronicles 7, verse 14. It says, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and forgive their sins and forgive their land. Right, so once we turn from my wicked ways and seek the Heavenly Father now some more than ever, and pray and seek his face now so more than ever, and turn from my wicked ways, and the Heavenly Father, he will give us from heaven, he will forgive our sins and forgive our land. As being the chosen people of Israelites. This is Ecclesiasticus. We got Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 1. It says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw not, and thou shalt see I have pleasure in them. Right, so we got to come back to that Father. Remember thy Creator and the true Creator of the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh. Yahweh in Hebrew, Lashon Kadash tongue. In the ancient Vedic Hebrew, that's the Heavenly Father's true name. The true Creator of the heavens and the earth, which is the Heavenly Father Yahweh. So we got to remember by the true Creator, which is the Heavenly Father Yahweh, in these youth in these modern day times. This is a shout out to that brother Yahweh, the prophets on the scene, judge become between. This is Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not dark, nor the clouds will turn out the rain. Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 2. Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 3. It says, Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 3. It says, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow sins, and the blind receive because they are few. Those I look on the wind and dark. This is Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 4. It says, in the door shall be shut in the streets, when the sounds of the blind is low, and he shall, it says in the doors shall shoot, and the doors of the streets shall be shut, and the blind is low, and he shall raise up a voice of the burden, and all the doors of music shall be brought forth. And this is Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. And it says, fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. upright that pertains to the children of Israel. So we got to return back into the righteous path and righteous ways to the best of our ability and come back to our heritage, our culture, our customs, our language. So this is the whole duty of man that pertains to the children of Israel, that return back unto them and seek the ways of righteousness. With the beginning of wisdom, so fearing the heavenly Father power, return back unto him and keep his commandments to the best of our ability. This is Ecclesiastes 12, verse 14. For your house shall bring every word in judgment and every secret thing, whether good, whether evil. And this is the prophet Isaiah. Yep, everything good. This is the prophet Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 6. Yep, it says, seek ye Yahweh while he may be found, call upon him while he is near. Right, so while the Heavenly Father still got his arms stretched out still, that's why he got us to come out here and hide those hedges, get Israel to marriage, officially for the elect of the 144. Out of rocks that we be brought up in this world too. So we got to seek the Heavenly Father out, call upon him while he is here in this time. Isaiah 55, verse 7. It says, let the wicked forsake his way and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return unto Yahweh, who will have mercy upon him, towards our power Yahweh, for he will abundantly pardon. And so once we return back to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, and return back into the righteous ways, return from our evil and wicked ways to the best of our ability. And all on rock side that Yahweh, that power will abundantly pardon us from our evilness and wickedness once we return back unto him as being his chosen people, the Israelites. And this is out of the book of Sirach, 5 and verse 7. Yep, Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7 reads. It says, Sirach chapter 5 verse 7. It says, make no terror to return to your house, and put not hope from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of God come forth. In thy security thou shalt be restored and appear to their wings. Right, so make no terror to return to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, put not hope from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of God shall come forth. Bring out the book of Baruch as usual. The walk of Yahweh for that. Yeah, this is Baruch 5 and verse 1. Salakia. It says, put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from Yahweh forever. Baruch 5 and verse 4, cast about thee the double garment of the righteousness, which cometh from Yahweh, and set up a diadem on the head of the glory of the everlasting. Baruch 5 and verse 3, and it reads, for Yahweh will show thy brightness unto every country under heaven. Baruch 5 and verse 4, and it reads, for thy name shall be called of Yahweh forever, in the peace of righteousness, and the glory of Yahweh's worship. Baruch 5 verse 5, arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high. Look up out towards the east, and the Lord gather from the west unto the east, by the Holy One rejoicing in remembrance of Yahweh. Baruch 5 verse 6, for they depart from thee on foot, and led away with their enemies, but Yahweh bringeth them unto the exalt as the children, exalt as the glory as the children of the kingdom. Baruch 5 verse 7, and it reads, for Yahweh has appointed of every high hill and banks along continuously, shall be cast down, the valleys filled up, to make even the ground that Israel may go safely in the glory of Yahweh. Baruch 5 verse 8, moreover, even the woods and every sweet smelling and tree shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of Yahweh. Baruch 5 verse 9, and it reads from the apocryphal books of the Holy Scriptures. It says, for Yahweh will love Israel with the joy and the light of his glory, and with the mercies and righteousness that come from him. Bring up that Isaiah, the 11th chapter. Yep, this is the prophet Isaiah 11 verse 10. It says, in that day there should be a root of Jesse, which should stand for the ensign of the people shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. Right, so we are the root of Jesse, that's our forefather. Isaiah 11 verse 11. It shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall send his hand again the second time, until the cover the remnant of his people, which should be left from Syria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, from the islands of the sea. Right, so the Heavenly Father is coming back the second. This time, the Heavenly Father is coming back for the second time to come back for the remnant of his people, the Israelites. That's why he's setting everything up over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, because there's a controversy in Zion. He's doing it. He's pleading with his people for his heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations as part of his land. And then the Heavenly Father, he's coming back for his people. Isaiah 11 verse 12. He shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed Judah from the four corners of the earth. While the outcasts of Israel and dispersed Judah from the four corners of the earth. And he He's coming back for his people, the remnant of his people. Isaiah 11 verse 13. It says, the enemy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Right, so Judah and Ephraim is not going to vex or envy one another. They coming back together as they stick. And we're seeing that as we're speaking, Isaiah 11 verse 14. They shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west, and they shall spoil the other east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and shall obey the prophet Isaiah 11 verse 15. And the power of Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue and Egyptian sea. With his wind shall he shake his hand over the rivers. It shall smite even the seven streams to make man go over dry shore. Now this is the prophet Isaiah 11 verse 16. And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be a left from Syria, like as it was in the day that he came up out of Egypt. Right, so the Heavenly Father is coming back for the remnant of his people, the Israelites. This is second Ezra 6 verse 1. It says, and he answered unto me and say unto me in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blow. Second Ezra 6 verse 2, it reads, I meant to say, it says, before the thunder or lightning, or ever the foundations of paradise was laid. Second Ezra 16 verse 3, and before the fair flowers were singing, or ever the removable powers were established, and before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together. And this is second Ezra 16 verse 4, or ever the height of the air was lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimney of Zion were high. This is second Ezra 16 verse 5. Or ever the precious years were sought out, or ever the inventions of them that sinned were turned before they were sealed, and they had gathered faith for a treasure. Second Ezra 16 verse 16 reads, then did I consider these things, they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they and by none other. And this is second Ezra 16 verse 7. Then answer I and say, what shall be the part of the sundry of times? Or when the or when shall be the end of it, the first and the beginning of it that follow. Second Ezra 16 verse 8, and it reads, it says, and he say unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob but Esau was born of him. Jacob and was first of the hill of Esau. Second Ezra 16 verse 9. For Esau's in the world, Jacob beginneth that follow. Right, so Esau's in the world, Jacob beginneth that follow. So Jacob got next, and Esau is the kingdom is fallen. And that's a very positive thing, and walking out for that. And this is second Ezra chapter 9 verse 5. For like all that is made in the world had a beginning and it is manifested. Right, so the beginning of the end, and it's been manifesting about Esau eating rulership is coming to naught. Now I'm going to bring out that Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, as we continue to prophesy this modern day Mount Seir. And we see the increasing downfall of Esau, Edom's kingdom. And this is the prophet Ezekiel, 35 verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Ezekiel 35 verse 2. It says, son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. So we're setting our face against modern day Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Ezekiel 35 verse 3. And say unto it, thus saith Yahweh thy power, behold, on Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Ezekiel 35 verse 4. And I will lay thy cities, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh thy power. Ezekiel 35 verse 5. Because thou hast perpetual hatred, and shed the blood of children of Israel by the force of the sword and time of flame, and their iniquity had a end since day. And this is Ezekiel 35 verse 6. As I live, saith Yahweh, it says, I will spare thee unto blood and blood to pursue. It says, same frequency. I give you hell and return that hate. And this is Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 7. Thus I will make Mount Seir with necessity, and I will cut off them that pass out and return. Ezekiel 35 verse 6. It says, and I will fill his mountains with the son of men, and thy hills, and thy valleys. All thy rivers that shall fall, they are slain with the sword. Ezekiel 35 verse 9. And I will make thee perpetual desolation in thy cities, and thou shalt not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh thy power. Ezekiel 35 verse 10 reads, because thou hast said these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, that we will possess wherever Yahweh was there. The prophet Ezekiel 35 verse 11 reads, it says, therefore, as I live, said Yahweh, I will do it according to thy anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of hatred against them. When I make thee my known, it says, when I will make myself known among them, when I have judged thee. Like Esau, Edom still got the perpetual not liking the children of Israel. And they shed their blood still to this day. It says, Zechariah 11 verse 5, who possess of Satan holds themselves not guilty. That's Esau, Edom. And still to this day. Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 12, it says, thou shalt know that I am Yahweh thy power. I have heard all the blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, right still to this day. And they are made blessing, they are given us in soon. And this is Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 13. Blessed with the mouth that boasts against me, and have multiplied your words, and I have heard. Ezekiel 35 verse 14. Thus said out thy house when the whole earth rejoices, I will make thee desolate. Ezekiel 35 verse 15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so I will do unto thee, and thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, all of Idumea, and even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh thy power. Right, so once Esau, Edom, Idumea, Ashash, he that wastes away, once his 1,000 years of captivity is up, there's gonna be no more. There's gonna be no more remaining of the house. There's gonna be no more remaining of the house of Esau, rightfully so. And this is the book of Obadiah, 1 verse 1. Obadiah 1 verse 1. It says the vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh. It says. It says Obadiah 1 verse 1, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh concerning Edom. We had heard a rumor from Yahweh and the ambassador to send among the heathen, and rise up and let us riders give her against her battle. Obadiah 1 verse 2, it says, oh, I have made these small hearted people that are great spies. Right, the small hearted to the Edomites, for they are small in number and population ranks in them. This is Obadiah 1 verse 3. It says, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee without the blood and blessed rocks. Whole habitation is high. Who said in his heart, who shall bring me down to ground? This is Obadiah 1 verse 4. Know thy thyself as an eagle, as I set thy nest amongst the stars. This I will bring you down, saying, this is book of Obadiah 1 verse 5. It says, if the thieves came to thee, if the robbers by night, cut off when they have not stolen, so they have enough. And the gatekeepers came to thee, but they have not left some bricks. Right, that's Esau, Edom. He does that towards his own nation, and it's towards his own other nations as well too. And they do that towards the children of Israel. So Esau, Edom never gets enough. You know, he's going to continue to, he's continuing to be in that spirit of over wanting so many things. Over the look at Obadiah 1 verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are the hidden things are sought up? While the hidden things are being set up by Esau Edom. He's being exposed of who he really is. Esau Edom, Ashash, he that wastes away. Idumea, the ultimate vagabond on the planet Earth. That's Esau Edom. Our evil brother Esau. This is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the borders. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Right, he has deceived the nations, deceived his own people, deceived the Israelites. It says, like Scripture says, they oppress a man in his heritage. They oppress a man in his own house and his own heritage. That's Esau Edom doing, still to this day. They have deceived thee. They have prevailed against thee. That thy eat thy bread, have laid a wound on the people. There is no understanding of it, right? There's no understanding of Esau, Edom, This is Obadiah 1 verse 8. As that says, it says, shall not in that day say how would he would destroy the wise men out of Edom, right? The wise men out of Esau, Edom. It says, understand out the mount of Esau. This is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 9. All thy men, it says, and thy mighty men of Timor should be dismayed, until the ends that the amount of Esau will be cut off by Sodom, rightfully so. Obadiah 1 verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, right? Still to this day against his brother Jacob. That says, shall cover thee as thou shalt be cut off forever. Right, no more remain in the house of Esau once it's 1,000 years of captivity. There's going to be no more remaining Esau, rightfully so. It's Obadiah 1 verse 11. In the day thou studiest on the other side, in the day the strangers carried away captive his forces and his foreigners into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, right? We are Jerusalem. It says, even though as one of them, And this is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 12. It said, but thou shouldest not have entered. It says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, the day he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. And this is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 13. Lord, thou studiest not on it, thou studiest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yet have good not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. This is Obadiah 1 verse 14. But thou shouldest, it says, but thou shouldest not have stood on the crossways that cut off, that did remain, that did escape. Shouldest thou have delivered up those that did remain in their distress. This is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 15. 1 verse 15 slide. For the day of the outward snare upon thy feet, it says, as thou hast done, shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon their own head. This is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountains, so shall all the heathen drink to you, and they shall drink, they shall shout aloud as though they should not have been. Obadiah 1 verse 17. But mountains of Zion shall be rebellious, and there shall be holiness in the house of Jacob, and shall possess their possessions. This is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 18. And the house of Judah shall be a fire, the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stone. They shall finish them, and they shall devour them. There shall not be any remain in the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken. And this is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 19. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plains of the Philistines, they shall possess the hills of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria shall be, Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And this is the book of Obadiah 1 verse 20. In the captivity of the chosen shall the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites in Zechariah. In the captivity of Jerusalem, which shall be Zechariah shall possess the cities of the south. Obadiah 1 verse 21. And the Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mountains of Esau, and the kingdom shall be your house. Hey, so with that, go ahead and close it out for the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. Again, out here on the highways and hedges, the chief blessed concourse for the second time on this, I would say on this September 6th, 2024. And what do you have about Yahushua? As always, giving us an opportunity to come out and do so. Lifting up the names of Yahweh Yahushua. What do you have about Yahushua? I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to saying Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Yahushua. In the head of the Father, your name is Yahweh. Son, Hashem, and Yahushua. Those are their true names and ancient Vedic people, the last one possible tongue. And I say, Barak Thumb to the elders, Barak and Barakwa. So I'm going to be back at it again with round 3 to the spirit, power, grace, mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. The next time, I will say, Shalom.